Little sage, today we're going to talk about something powerful. The silence you run from might actually be your healing. Let me ask you something. Can you spend 10 minutes in silence with yourself? The question seems simple, but try it now. Sit down, close your eyes, turn off all distractions around you, and just stay there with yourself. Really, try it. Turn off your phone, close your eyes, just breathe. No tasks, no goals, no distractions, just you with yourself. It sounds easy, but it's one of the greatest challenges of our time. Within minutes, maybe even seconds, restlessness begins to surface. What am I doing? Am I wasting time? Why does this emptiness feel so uncomfortable? That discomfort can reveal something deep. Many of us flee from silence as if it were an enemy. But what if it's not? What if the silence we so often avoid is actually the medicine our soul has been longing for? Not a punishment, but an invitation. Not a terrifying void, but a fertile space for reconnection. Maybe silence is indeed the place where we begin to heal. And maybe, more than that, it is the space where we can finally bloom. We're constantly bombarded with sounds, images, messages, and stimulation. We've learned to measure our worth by productivity and our presence by activity. To be silent often feels like being unproductive. And to be unproductive for many is to fail. But that equation is false. Silence is not the absence of value. It is often the beginning of discovering it. Yet to access it, we must overcome the fear of what we'll find when the noise stops. In silence, we come face to face with our hidden thoughts, our ignored emotions, and our most sincere inner turmoil. That's why so many people avoid it. But that's also exactly why silence holds so much power. It clears the mind from the clutter of daily life. It gives space for emotional wounds to breathe. It allows the body to hear itself again. And it gives back something we often forget exists, a sense of wholeness. In silence, the mind finds order, thoughts settle, feelings clarify, and paradoxically, it's in the apparent nothing that we rediscover everything that truly matters. The rush loses its grip. Anxiety begins to fade. To meditate is to sit with yourself and not run away. It's to listen to the internal noise without reacting. It's to witness the avalanche of thoughts and emotions without identifying with them. At first, it may feel chaotic, but over time, meditation transforms silence into a place of belonging, a space we can return to whenever we need truth, peace, or an honest encounter with ourselves. More than just a technique, meditation is a way to deeply listen to yourself. And in that listening, you find your way back home. Being alone is not the same as being lonely. Solitude is the ability to be comfortable with yourself. It is the peace of your own company. It is the realization that you don't need external noise to feel alive. In solitude, we rediscover our natural colors, unfiltered by social expectations, and within it, silence takes on a new dimension, not as emptiness, but as fullness. In that stillness, we begin to hear the voice of our own heart again, and we realize that beneath all the layers of effort, what we've truly been seeking is a place where we can simply be. Solitude gives us that space. Far beyond an antidote to stress, silence is also a cradle for possibilities. Great insights are born in moments of quiet. Great works have emerged from retreat. Great decisions are made when we mute the noise of other people's opinions and listen to what lives within us. Creativity blossoms in silence because it connects us to an inner space free from judgment. Peace arises because, without noise, we can experience life more gently. Intuition strengthens because without distractions, we can finally hear its whispers. Silence is not a void, it is fertile ground, a space where ideas germinate, emotions settle, and the spirit finds its strength. We're more externally connected than ever before, and yet internally, we're more disconnected than ever. Notifications, messages, videos, endless feeds, something is always pulling our attention. Silence has become rare, but that's exactly why it has become so necessary. Never before have we needed so badly moments of stillness, introspection, and reconnection. Turning off the phone, closing your eyes, listening to your breath. It may sound simple, but it's profoundly revolutionary. It's an act of loving rebellion, a return to what is real. Because only those who silence the world can hear what the heart is trying to say. But silence is more than just healing. It is clarity, it is beauty, it is connection. It is a path back to yourself, back to life, back to what really matters. Can you spend 10 minutes in silence with yourself? If so, you've already found a temple within you. If not yet, maybe you're standing before the most worthwhile door you'll ever walk through. Silence is the backdrop of the music of existence. Without it, everything becomes noise. With it, everything gains meaning. Breathe, be still, listen. Everything you need is already there, in the space between one thought and the next, in the emptiness that is not lack, but the birthplace of all that truly lives. Silence is not the end. It is where everything begins.